9 minutes after 9 this morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. You're tuned into Women Radio 91.7 FM, the voice of women. I beg your pardon, excuse me. And this is Her Lens this morning with our lovely ladies from different geopolitical locations, different zones, debating all, sharing and sharing their thoughts on different matters, different topics that are affecting us as women. My name is Fumi Bangala, joined this morning by Buki Femi Ajala. Good morning, Buki.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
What was happening today that you are doing?
I'm not even sure. I've been clearing my throat since morning. I'm not sure what is in my throat. I haven't eaten. I haven't drank water, so I don't know what the issue is this morning.
So it's calling for attention. Your body
is calling for attention. Definitely, yes.
So good morning, Alan's family. How are you doing? Buki is doing fine. I know that is the next question she's going to ask me. Okay, so Buki is doing fine. Yes. And yes. Yeah, today is Tuesday. We want to thank God for that. November is wrapping up. Jesus is Lord. God have mercy. We will survive, and then with Thanksgiving, oozing out from our lips. All right, so
let's start. Ibn Abba is going to join us shortly. I'm hoping so. Susan is at a residential, so she's unable to join us this week, but the ladies are capable. They're capable. Our first story this morning, when I saw it, I said, great too, because this is a question that has plagued many a woman. Actually, when young ladies start getting married, this is a question that you're like, what's going to happen to me when I start having children after I get married? Is my life going to be on pause? Etc. So this lady, music business guru Jada P, said, and I quote, raising babies and building empires can coexist. Dreams don't die when you become a mother, not a woman. And when I read it, I was like, I agree with you. However, there's a question that's always at the back of my mind when these kind of conversations come, which is, can a woman truly have it all? I do believe that a woman can have it all, but in different seasons and in different levels. What I mean is, when you get pregnant, now body is different from body. Pregnancy is different from pregnancy. So there are some women who are able to go to work when they are pregnant. There are some women who are able to still have energy when they are pregnant. But there are some women whose lives literally have to be on pause when they are pregnant. And then when they now have the baby, some women are unable to cope. They're like, oh my God, what is this? This is what I ordered was what I got, really. Because even as much as you try to prepare your mind for childbirth, taking care of the children, the reality of the situation is different, because first of all, your body has gone through something like your body has not gone through before. Number one. Then in terms of where your mind is, in terms of where your psyche is emotionally, mentally, you're in a different place. Some women have this creative kick when they give birth, or even when they're pregnant. They're like, oh my God, I can see different things differently. Again, there's no one size fits all. So when she says that dreams don't die when you become a mother, 100% agree. However, can you do everything at the same time as a woman, as a mother? Beg your pardon. I'm not even going to get into the argument or the conversation of, if men's lives don't stop when they start having families, because it is what it is. That's the card that we've been dealt with, and we're just going to have to make do with it. But this is more of, how do we as women, how can we prioritize? If you studied economics at school, maybe at secondary school, there's something called the hierarchy scale of preference, right? So what is number one? What should be on the top scale? What should be on the back burner? Because you really cannot do everything at the same time. That's with one child. When you now start having multiple children, my sister, the Lord is your strength. So Buki, what do you think about this, that dreams don't die just because you become a mother? And I'm glad that this is even, because the ladies on this panel, they are well accomplished. Some of them are mothers, some of them, we have quite a good mix of the women. And Buki, I'm aware that you are back in school, so maybe you can you can shed some light as to how you were able to prioritize, because I think that a lot of young ladies, I am always worried, or is it concerned when I hear, oh, you can do everything at the same time, your dream cannot die because you're a mother. I get where it's coming from, but I also think that it's a dangerous narrative for young ladies who now see that, that's literally what it is. And then they become hard on themselves. They put so much pressure because they're seeing Titi do it, and it's not, but they don't know what Titi has put in place, the structure she has put in place, and all of that. Okay, I'm going to just shut up, because obviously you can tell that this is a very passionate topic for me. A very, very passionate. So I'm just going to let you have it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so yes, I'm in school and also doing trusting God, to see me through a PhD. and I'm also in the school of Citadel School of Governance. So, but for me, this is a season I know I can do it. It's it has been there. Maybe about 10 years ago, that what's next? It's like, okay, what next? Okay, there should be more. Yes, I know I'm entering into 50s, but what next? There must be something. I'm still alive, and my brain is still intact, and maybe because of where I come from, ever since I went for a leadership course with the Institute for National Transformation, which I now head as the country executive director.
Okay.
It shaped the way I reason, that I'm not just in this life to just give birth. I'm here to make impact, and I must know where God has situated me to make that impact and to be a change agent. It might be a small thing. I might just be called to have, a coaching class for young ones. I might be called to have an hospital. Whatever it is, it might be small, it might be big, or just make an impact in life. So that brought, the fact that, okay, you know what? I need to build skills, I need to build competencies, and I have the time now, to do that. So that is for me. But looking back at when I got married, yes, I got married even as a master's degree holder, and started working, in the bank. And looking back, it was more like, if I'd had mentors, I could have gone far. Yeah, I could have gone far, because yes, we could say it was demanding and all that, but I now realized that there were some of my colleagues that were doing it. It was, they put in the effort. And for me, what I always say, because I put myself into all kinds of social impact and all that, and then as a banker and all that, so people will always ask me, how are you juggling it? And this is it. I will always give credit to my husband, that he was very supportive. He was very, very supportive, and I appreciate that for that. And that is key. When you have a supportive husband, a man that is a man that is not threatened. At the end of the day, is it my Olubele name that people are calling me with? No, it's Femi Ajala now, isn't it? So he too is shining. Anytime he's shining, you understand? Yeah. So what am I saying is that he was very supportive throughout. Yeah. And then, of course, the supportiveness was also when we were raising the children, that we had helps, coming to support us. So everything depends on, number one, who you are, your values, because it is your values that will make you choose that man. If you have the wrong set of values, you will go for the wrong man. That's foundational. Except if God just wants to have mercy on you, He gives you a man that will change over time to ensure that he supports your dream. And that's why we say today, even when I have opportunity of counseling, or generally speaking, we now talk about the fact that, number one, have you shared your dreams with the person you want to marry? In fact, is it even a conversation you have, or is just because now I get cringy, because it looks as if everything in a courtship now is matters of the other room, under the guys that they're having fun, which is mispriority as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I can talk as a Christian, but I want to talk as somebody who gets sense. Is mispriority. You don't have any business with having sexual intercourse or whatever during courtship, right? So because it messes you up, you will not be able to think properly, right? And then secondly, during that courtship period is when you will begin to engage in meaningful discussions. This is my dream. What is your own dream? You are the man. Where are you leading us to? The man is also asking the woman, because the woman also has influence. I have known men that in fact, their dream was aborted immediately that woman entered, because the woman had another agenda, and then the man just could not even get his dreams right. And at the end of the day, there was kata in the family, and it affected the children. So our choices do affect the children, and that's why it's very critical that period. That's why they call dating, courtship. You understand? You want to know who this man is. You want to know his values. You want to know his orientation, what he thinks, and of course, you can now project based on what you see on what it will be, and then based on the discussions that you are having. So back to the question, you can actually have everything, but not all the time. You understand? Not all the time. There are seasons of life, which I will always mention. And it depends on who is with you during the seasonal period. So take for example, it's raining. I try not to use snow and all that. It is raining. You can come and has nobody beside, and the person doesn't even have umbrella. So am I saying that even despite the fact that we are talking about childbearing period, I know some people who went through childbearing period and they were still in school. I know some who went through childbearing period and they were doing their certifications. In fact, some were even doing their PhD. It was just the support that they had from their husband and also from family support. And we also mentioned that even in entrepreneurship, when you want to go into it, what is your support structure? Because you need it at any point in time. So, but those who do not have, you understand? So what do? Yes, you can just hang it somewhere, like you're hanging a coat. When you now need it, you go back and get the coat. Don't say, oh, because you are now past 40, you're now past 50. I don't want to hear that anymore. We have, what is it? They say it was their life ambition, and they achieved it all.
They did.
God home. So what are we saying today is the fact that dreams do not die. You are the only one that can make that dream to die. By you not taking action. And taking action means when the time is there, go ahead and do it. And finally, I want to wrap up with this, that at times, we women, we think we cannot do it. We think we cannot do it, and we don't pursue it. Because you see, they say, before I come back home, before I take care of this, before I take care of that. But when you look at other people, it will stimulate you, to say, if this person can do it, why not? I mean, and then you look at the support framework so that you not go out relapse. So, but please, like I said, even after the children don't enter university, I know the women will say, okay, Omugo starts. After Omugo, waiting happen. And this is the day that you do that a whole lot of things online. So you can have your dreams, you can have your skill, your competencies. I mean, just flourish, be happy, you understand, and make the best use of the available opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Buki, for that. I absolutely loved, your take on it. Good morning, Ibn Abba.
Okay.
Yay!
At least we see her live and direct.
Yes,
Live
yes,
and
yes.
direct. Eh?
Yes, good
Is
morning.
that
How are
one?
you doing?
I come, make I tag along with me. I beg, carry me along. I beg.
Now that you mentioned it, let me greet everyone first. Good morning, Fumi. Good morning, Buki. Good morning to all our valued listeners. Okay, so a friend of mine lost her dad. So
Uh-oh.
it was a life well spent, as far as I'm concerned. You understand?
Okay.
He was 96.
Ooh.
That one I'm do now. I beg, carry me along.
The service of songs.
Okay. It is well. It is well. The Lord will comfort the family.
Amen.
Because a father is still a father, even with despite me.
No matter
Father
the
was still a
age,
father.
yes.
Even when I
Yes.
knew that the man was sick, after I said, daddy,
I know. No. So I agree the Shoremeku family. I pray that God gives you the fortitude to bear this loss and all. I have one of them who loves to listen to this program, but I don't know whether she's going to be available because they are getting set for the service of songs later in the day. Probably she'll be busy. So good morning. Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, you joined us in the middle of a hot conversation, so I'm just gonna be somebody. Jada P, she's a music business guru. She said raising babies and building empires can coexist. Dreams don't die when you become a mother. And I had said that I absolutely agree with this, but then the danger with this kind of messaging is that it puts some kind of pressure on women thinking that they can have it all at the same time. But let me even ask you, because you might have a different thought about it. Do you think a woman can have it all, motherhood, business, career, all at the same time?
Yeah, I believe maybe the time, time. Yeah, you have timeline for each achievement, what it is you want to do. So maybe the timeline might change because of child. But I want to say that you have to be determined to make sure that it does not die, because really it's not easy. Easy because childbearing stress is not always the same. Sometimes when you had your first baby, it wasn't too difficult. The second one is like, I don't born before now. What can happen?
Yeah.
Then again, I think I've mentioned it before. A younger friend of mine who had her first child and it messed up one of her legs. I could not believe it. She was actually on crutches. Then later on, she had to go to different orthopedic doctors and all of that. So I was shocked when she had the second baby, and gradually everything fell back into place and all of that. So that what happened to her took a lot of time cover. So if she had planned out what she was going to do after having a baby and all of that, those timelines could have changed. And then again, like Buki said, if you have a supportive husband, you see, this is very, very important. In all of this, you don't want, it is, see, I'm not being unfair, but, and it is not an 100% statement, but I want to say that men usually don't really have anybody tethering their growth. They grow. If you are married and a man is transferred to Kaduna, all of you are going, or you will go and leave you behind. But the same is not for the woman. There has to be discussion. There has to be, if I to get to a point, she might have to even resign because she wants to keep her home. I mean, yes, I ask questions a lot and I listen to stories a lot. And I've not heard anyone mentioned that, when they transferred my husband to one so and so place, he had to resign because, I couldn't go as his wife. When you hear that kind of story, if the man going is because maybe it is a Boko Haram infested area or it is a banditry infested area. So because of the wife, but because of safety. So you see, but I believe that your dream should not die because
you're married.
And all of that. And you see, motherhood changes your life, not your potential.
Tell me about it.
When you have a baby, of the truth, your emotional focus, will be, divided. You have to have some for the baby, your time, you have to share with the baby, your energy, everything around you. The pressure is not the baby, but the expectations, you understand? But do not allow that to wipe away your ambition. That is a mistake a lot of women have made.
Yeah.
You cannot allow, because you are now a mother, to clean out your capabilities in terms of your career. It is a huge mistake because you will grow older and regret it. But then again, you need a very firm support. You have to have a very well-guided plan. If you do not have this, it's going to be a problem. Because you know that if part of fulfilling your dreams takes you to different places, how do you achieve it as a mother?
How do you achieve it as a mother?
You have supportive family members. You have a supportive husband. You will achieve it. And of course, like Buki said, if your achievement could be delayed, but you don't allow it to be denied. And sometimes, but see,
sorry to cut you, Ibinabo. I'm sorry to cut you through the train of thoughts, but we have to go on a quick break. When we come back, you can continue.
Thank you.
All right. All right, we're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, it is still Her Lens on Women Radio 91.7. Something big is coming with Better Play. Get ready to turn 500 Naira into a 200,000 Naira daily jackpot. Yes, you heard me right. 200,000 Naira every single day. The more tickets you grab, the higher your chances of winning. Stay tuned, because this is the game changer you've been waiting for. Coming to you on Women Radio 91.7 FM. Are you ready to play and win big?
Smart mama. Yes. What are you making? I'm making breakfast plus Peak 456 growing up milk. Breakfast plus Peak 456 growing up milk. It is fortified with DHA to support brain development. Cereal. Just mean it. Also has calcium, vitamin D, and high quality protein to make your kids grow strong. I love it. I will start nourishing my children with Peak 456 growing up milk, fortified with DHA to support brain development.
Grow up strong and smart with Peak 456 growing up milk every day.
My people, something big don't land, and a money rain dey fall. Better play, better chance. 200K fee enter your hand if you try your luck. Oh, better play, better chance.
Now 3 times every day, then they call winners for radio. Yes, now with just 500 Naira, you fit win up to 200,000 Naira every single day. Just join the Better Play lottery now and listen for your name for radio. 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m.
Better play, not dull yourself. Go get your ticket. Sharp, sharp. Buy am for www.betterplay.ng or just dial *347*154#. You want boost your chance? Buy reach 20 tickets if you want win.
Follow us for Facebook at Better Play and Instagram at Better Play NG to get correct updates. Now your turn to chop this money, oh.
Better play, better chance. You fit be the next lucky banger. Only people when don't reach 18 years fit play. Play responsibly.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, Diola.
I just want to say that I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Hello, Daddy. I just want to say again that I love you and I like that we look alike. Hello, Auntie.
Hi, Diola.
How are you?
I'm fine.
How's family? I hope everyone is good. My regards to everyone.
I will, my dear.
Whoa. Diola, this is the third time you're calling me. How much airtime do you need?
Airtime care. Long talk, master. I'm basically getting 6 minutes free talk time for every 6 minutes call I make every day, plus 50 MB data bonus. And for new customers like me, I get talk time and 1 gigabyte data welcome bonus. That's why I only make calls with my Glow line now.
Enjoy free 6 minutes plus 50 MB data on every 6 minutes call you make in a day on Glow Talkmaster, and enjoy a one-time 2,000 naira welcome bonus. That's a 25 minutes talk time and 1 gigabyte worth of data. Get your Glow line and dial *606# to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
No. Unlimited. This traffic, eh? You won't get to the bank before it closes.
Relax. My bank is right here with me. Yes, with First Online by First Bank, banking is just a click away. Transfer funds instantly, set up standing orders, pay bills, and even make bulk payments of up to 500 records. With a sleek design, smarter features, and faster access, First Online puts more power at your fingertips. Log in today at ibank.firstbanknigeria.com. First Bank, you first.
Mom, let's celebrate Christmas at its peak. I want Christmas lights so bright they can see it in space. Wow! I want a Christmas tree so tall players would have to watch out. Think bigger. Like what? Pancakes packed to the ceiling, delicious eggs, and a pink milk smoothie. Just for me. Now that's Christmas at its peak.
Because truly, a peak Christmas is Christmas with Peak. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Lunch vibes. Every music note counts, aligning with lyrics and rhythm. Words soothing to the ears, voices and melodies with the best vibes ever. Packed with lunch vibes on Women Radio WFM 91.7.
After your mind go light, you know I'm just that type. No, them no big deal. No, like
Are you a woman? Are you going through pains, hurts, and struggles? Do you want to find purpose in your pains? Why not join FZIBA every Wednesday at 5:40 p.m. on Women Radio 91.7? You will be glad you did.
The name says it all.
Women Radio 91.7.
Welcome back to Women Radio 91.7, the voice of women, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. This is her lens, and my name is Fumi Bangala. Joining me, we have the ladies of our lens ladies, Ibina Bodixon and Buki Femi Ajala, and we've been deliberating this tweet. Raising babies and building empires can coexist. Dreams don't die because you become a mother, and the ladies have been, giving their 2 cents on it. For when on break, Ibn Abba was speaking about how, just because you're a mother, your dreams can be delayed, I think he said, but they shouldn't die. Delayed based off of, mothering, childbirth, issues of life, but they should not die. Your dream should not go and die somewhere, and then you just leave it dead and buried. So yes, Ibn Abba, carry on.
Okay, thank you. As I was saying, motherhood cannot and should not end your identity. A lot of people fall into this category. Once they become a mother, I have to see, rather than allowing motherhood to bury or kill your identity, it should Add another layer to it. Before you were what? Now you are a mother. So when somebody wants to talk about it, they say, she's her daughter and her son are this and that. It's another layer to your to everything that you have become. You see, I'm not undermining the fact that yes, cultural expectations, yes, judgment, yes, financial stress, but I'd say hold on to your dreams. Do not make it a yesterday's business. Please, please, and please. And as far as I'm concerned, you are never done and dusted because your retirement plan is part of your dream.
Yeah.
How do you live your life after you have retired? After you have stopped all this up and down business and all of that. How do you, it's part of your plan. How to plan for this? How do you spend your later years? So you see, and I'm not going to deny the fact that yes, some people lost their bearings as it pertains to their dreams because of maybe sometimes because of their nature, or sometimes maybe their spouses. You know, when I hear some stories, I shudder because but more so when you hear it from the horse's mouth, you begin to wonder, what kind of life is this? You know, imagine there was a particular story that a lady told me, and all I could say was that some men will stylishly want to asphyxiate your dreams if you're not smart enough to see it. Her husband, not her boyfriend, her husband. There was a time she went for a particular course, and that ended a promotion. Not too long after, she had a baby, and then the baby was about, I think, 6 or 8 months. And then she had another opportunity for another course, which eventually will earn her another promotion. And the husband, she didn't know. She was going from home for the program. She said the baby would suddenly develop whatever, start throwing up, start looking sick and everything. So she became worried, she became distracted, and she was going to sit for an examination for that program. She said she struggled and struggled and struggled. What happened? She said eventually her house help now told her, she knelt down and begged her, "Mommy, please, if I tell you this thing, I beg, don't tell you." What came to her mind was it trying to abuse her, you know, sexually aroused something? She said, you know, when I'm trying to make baby's food, that daddy will come and say, "Okay, let me see that there's a vitamin, there's something." He would drop something in the baby food
to make the baby go to the toilet so she doesn't go for this thing.
And this thing will happen within 10-15 minutes. So she said when she got to know that she actually passed out, because anything that could disrupt your gut system within 10 minutes could affect your organs.
Oh yeah.
And this man was doing this thing without considering the aftermath of it on his own child. That is how dangerous some men could be.
That man is sick.
Said, where did you meet this man? That this is a monster. Do you know that? She said when she decided to end the marriage, her parents the two parents are
I beg.
She's still in that marriage, oh. She's still in that marriage. If she's
no way.
She's still in that marriage, and she said that the man begged, he wept, he promised.
If you like wept, that's your business.
I said, see, I can't tell you what to do with your life, but a man that would want to tether you, and he had no other means than to be poisoning his own child. I said, come, there will come a day he will poison you, Gongo.
Hey.
And I reiterated Ostinachi's story. The bottom line of what the husband did to her was out of jealousy, because she was becoming so famous.
Yes.
She was almost the most sought after Christian musical artist. So she was getting gigs here and there, people inviting her within Nigeria, outside of Nigeria. It was becoming like, hey, this woman is getting too big for my control.
Okay.
And that was where it started, all this harassment, all this evil, beating her, doing all sort of things to her, trying to choke her and everything, that she came down with throat problem, that which ended in throat cancer, that killed her. And now it's turn. So you see, sometimes it is not you, but it is the husband. Now, that little girl did not tell the madam what the man was doing. Because when the story broke out, the person who brought the girl into that family had to come and quickly remove the girl from there.
Yes, because man
could do something to her. So you see, it was a very messy situation. And there are some that they would give you condition. If you're going to do like this, then we can't do like this. If you're going to do like, there was a time a friend of mine told me that for her to go for a program, her husband said she should take her baby with her. And she did. She said she did. And when she got there, fortunately for her, people saw her said, well, she said there was no way she could keep the baby. The baby was crying and everything. She had to lie. And some women had to take her baby and take care of her.
To be carrying the baby.
She could deliver the message she went to deliver. So you can imagine, you see, but I tell people, no matter what, it is all about you at the end of the day. It is all about your life and your future. You cannot prepare a future that will make you a burden on your children. You cannot prepare a future that you will end up calling one niece or one nephew for financial support. So when you see they have the energy, please plan it. Don't allow anyone tether you, because it is because of their selfishness. No woman can tell a man that that just got transferred to maybe Port Harcourt, and they will say, if you don't stay and try to work it so that they can retain you here, I'm leaving. They will follow him. That's why you see some children, they will tell you, I can speak Hausa, I can speak Igbo, because they are following that all over the place.
All over the place, yes.
Don't kill, don't buy your dream because somebody is not supporting. Please.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ibinabo. And this just ties on to the point that Buki had made about the conversations that are had when you are dating. What kind of conversations are you having? Like, oh, are you a dream killer or are you a dream supporter? You know, those are the questions that you ask the person that you're about to, even from boyfriend, girlfriend, is when you know that this person will support, because there are men that we have seen, even in relationship or not marriage, that block their partners from maybe, oh, I got admission to go abroad to go and study. The guy says no. Actually, I know a true life story. What am I saying? It was at my church, and every time I remember that story, I shudder, because I'm just like, we were having marriage gathering, a bit marriage, whatever, and then they had asked couples to come out to profess love to each other. And this guy, in his way to profess love to his wife, said, oh, this is how we met. They were dating. She wanted to go for her master's and he refused and said she's not going to go. Guess who went for the master's? The guy. Then she marries the guy. Like, he stopped her, and then he went abroad. And then she said, are we still in this relationship? Or he said he actually felt like, what he's doing is not good. So he came back to Nigeria to marry the lady. They got married. She had their son. And then he was complaining that she had added weight. He goes, I don't like my women fat. I still can picture the way my pastor's wife was like, she cringed, like, what are you doing? What are you saying? Like, this is not what you think it is. The third thing he now said was that he can't allow his wife, you know, like, why would she go for the masters? Which is sort of similar to the conversation we had last week, where the pastor was saying that he didn't allow his wife to go for her medical degree because he's like, what do you mean? You want to leave me? Guess what? They're not married anymore. The last time I saw her, she's a baby girl living her best life. But I remember thinking when I heard this man speak that, because the way, you know, there's a way you yourself can validate what your husband is saying about you. But she did not look like she was happy about what he was saying. You could tell that she still regretted the fact that she chose a man over the master's degree. And those are the things, we see these things even in relationships. How much more, you know, a marriage. And one of the things that both of you have rightly said is your support system. beyond, you know, your family members, beyond getting a housekeeper or a house help, is really your husband. If your husband is not supportive of your dreams, if he's not supportive of your goals, you have entered one chance, to be honest. Or what do you think, Buki?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I believe what we are doing is just to create that awareness and empower women. We are not saying rebel. It's your choice. It's your choice. If you still want to subject yourself to the caprices of the man, it's your choice. We are not coming here to go and fight you or whatever it is. We are only saying that, can you look from a growth mindset and be able to little yourself, place value on yourself. We've talked about seasons. We've talked about the fact that you have to look. You understand? They say, look before you leap.
Yes.
You understand? So don't leap blindly, because you will fall. Even Abba mentioned that you have to look at all these things that we have talked about. So you don't go and say, one Madam Yunaba, one Madam Buki said this. No, there are factors that you have to consider, and the one factor, that key factor, is who is this person that you are doing the journey with. Who is he? You understand? Look at what you have just mentioned, and at the end of the day, the marriage is off. You know, but if she has said, we are still dating, we are not married, there's no commitment. There's no commitment. There's no covenant that has been signed. Why would you tell me not to go for my master's?
Yes.
And at the end of the day, you now went for your own master's. So that is a red flag that you have said. Then, well, anyway, like we normally talk now, that this is online days. You can even do your master's online. That's it. No excuse tenable. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. In 1 minute or two, even about your final word, please.
See, I always tell people that, yes, we were like that those years. You just allow love to cloud your good sense of reasoning and all of that. Please don't. This is about your life. You don't see where husband died, they can't throw wife inside, make them bury them together. No. Even if the two of them die at the same time, they get different caskets for each corpse. That is, I'm not trying to paint it so scary, but I tell you, it's all about you. It's all about your life. If you don't plan it well today, tomorrow you will cry. Go bite your finger, you nearly chop pan like suya. Because you would have messed up yourself because you're trying to please somebody. And if any man who insists on his own way is alone, any man who's not supportive of your dreams, see, there are times that it is after you've gotten married, you change your plans. Do you know that?
Absolutely.
I know a lady who said that before she had a dream to become something, and then after she got married, in the course of time and what was obtainable at that time, and then the kind of man she married, he made her, she was able to realize that dream was even too small for her potentials. And she was able to expand and grow bigger in her dreams, and she became who she is today. So we have men like that. A man who turned a small, tiny corner dream to a massive, the whole lounge dream. That is a husband. That is a friend. That is a brother you have in your husband. That is a father you have in your husband. Not an enemy of progress. Please, it is your prerogative, but it is your choice. You can choose to cave under the pressure of your husband, not to allow you to follow your dreams. It's your choice. But what we are saying is as simple as, are you thinking about tomorrow? Are you thinking about all the peradventures that could come your way? How do you sort yourself out? When you are old, how do you sort yourself out? Because you can't expect your children to make themselves poor because they want to sort you. Be comfortable. So whatever your children are bringing are just extra because they love you, because they want to live up to expectation, they want to take care of you in return. Not because, this woman, she no kuku, or this man, she no kuku plan her life. Nothing. Now she's as empty as Garawato Sominwe. And please love yourself enough to plan for a better future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies, for today. I'm so glad that we had this conversation, because sometimes when you speak on things like this, people think maybe you're being a hater. I say, lie, you can have it all. But we've seen women who have gone ahead of, and that's why I said to Buki, I was particularly excited that I was talking to both of you, because you're both accomplished in your own way. Buki has gone back to school. You're also doing your own thing. You're every other day, oh, I've gone for, we see you with a t-shirt, oh, I'm going for sports, something. That's your dreams, like you said. Even if you're a mother, your children are small, you want to spend a little bit of time with them. The core of the oral is that you have to also remember that you have dreams. You're still an individual. And I think that's one of the things that many young women also forget, that before you became a wife or a mother, you were somebody, you were an individual. A lot of us have hidden our identity, who we truly are, under the persona of Mommy Tosin, Iyawo Kunle, and then who are you? Titi, who are you? You know, so I believe that somebody listening has gotten something from it, and they can go ahead with their lives and be like, yeah, if they could, then I can as well. My dreams should not be on the back burner. They can be debated for a bit of time, but they should not be buried. Thank you so much, Kabir Dixon. Thank you so much, Kifemi Ajala, for weighing in on the conversation this morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. You're still tuning into Women Radio 91.7 FM. We still have great programs in store for you. Join us at 12:30. Join us at 12:05 for Harmony, and join us at 12:30 as we begin the 16 days of activism against digital violence affecting women. All right. Though we still have great programs for you and great music even still. My name is Fumi Bangbala. This is still Women Radio. Bye for now.
To sponsor this program, call the number 0816 480 7613.
Something big has landed and it's raining Naira. Better Pay